Hey guys, what's up? It's Missy and welcome back to my channel. Now it is blazing hot outside, but I still want to get some content out for you guys. So in today's video, we're going to go over my motovlogging setup. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name's Missy. I currently ride a 2017 Honda Rebel 500. I've been documenting my motorcycle journey here on YouTube. So if you like motovlogs and you like my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. It means the absolute world to me. We are getting so close to 1,000 subscribers, which I never thought my channel would ever have. So if you do like my content, please give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, and again, subscribe to my channel to see more content. Now, since the start of my journey, my motovlog setup has changed so many times in the short course that I have been filming my rides. I have gone from a GoPro Hero 4 to a GoPro Hero 12, and now I have my current setup, which is completely different and it's amazing. I will preface this video by saying this is not the ultimate, most perfect, amazing setup on planet Earth. There are still some minor tweaks that I have to make for my own motovlogging setup, and what works for me may not work for you, so make sure you do your own independent research. There are hundreds of other motovlog setup videos out there on YouTube, so make sure you do your own research to find the best setup for you, and you may have to do a bit of trial and error like myself. So like I said, when I started motovlogging, I used a GoPro Hero 4 and a lavalier mic. It was fine, it was great. I could only record in 1080p because that's all that GoPro could support because of how old it is. But I'm the kind of person that wants to create quality content for audience, so I decided to upgrade. I won't bore you guys with all of the details. If you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, you have seen me go through all of the trials and tribulations of getting my motovlog setup dialed in, and I'm finally at a point where I'm happy enough to share it with you. So let's start with my helmet itself. Now I am going to talk about a few things that aren't exactly my motovlog setup, but they are accessories that I have for my helmet. If you want to just see exactly only motovlog setup information, then you can go to this time code right here. So this is my Shoei RFSR. I love this helmet. This is my third helmet since I've been riding, only because my first helmet was expired. My second helmet was also expired, but I bought this one a couple of months ago and I love it. I highly recommend the Shoeis. They are very comfortable. Make sure they do fit for you because what fits on my head may not fit on your head. Now I have the photochromic visor on this helmet. It's about $200. I highly recommend you get a photochromic visor if it's available for you. I do love the look of chrome and mirrored visors, but I just can't beat the functionality of the photochromic visor. So right now it's clear, but if I expose this to the sun, it'll turn a very dark tinted shade, and it's been so amazing for me. I can ride in the day, at night, it doesn't matter. I don't have to worry about carrying an extra visor with me when I go riding. Moving to the back of the helmet, I do have a bracket here for this really cool tail light that I have. This is the brake-free brake light. It literally is wireless and connects directly to my helmet right here. It uses different gyrometers and accelerometers and all this fancy engineering sciencey stuff to determine when you're slowing down, and it lights up to let other people behind you know that you are stopping or slowing down. I bought this specifically because I put a new taillight on my bike, which I'm not the most happy with. It's way better than the old taillight that I used to have on it, but I'm just not really happy with the design of my new taillight. I'm gonna fix it, but that's for a different video. So for extra safety, I got this brake-free taillight that attaches to my helmet that again will light up, let other people know that I am stopping or slowing down. So it's an extra safety measure. I love this thing. I've had it for a few months now. I haven't even charged it. I think the battery's just starting to get low, but it lasts a really long time and I highly recommend it. I don't even feel it on the back of my head. Moving to the side of my helmet, I do have a CARDO. This is the Freecom 2X. If you were thinking about getting a new CARDO, I would highly recommend getting either the PackTalk Edge or the brand new PackTalk Pro. The reason is they have a lot more features and capabilities than the Freecom 2X. I got this one specifically because it was a little bit more budget friendly and it doesn't have a bunch of the things that at the time I didn't want. I use this only for music and occasional phone calls, which I haven't made while on the bike yet. It does what I need it to do, but if you want mesh communications, if you want fall detection, if you want more capabilities and features, I would highly recommend the PackTalk Pro or the PackTalk Edge. Now, I do have a coupon code for CARDO, so use code IT'sMissy and you purchase your CARDO and you can get 10% off your order. Link will be down below in the description. I love my CARDO so much. I turn it on every single time I ride. Even if I'm not listening to music, I like to have it on as a peace of mind. If I need to answer a phone call or make a phone call in an emergency, I can do that with the CARDO. Now we're moving on to the official Motovlog setup, what I use on my helmet and my bike to get the content that I get. Starting off with the front, what I mount my camera to my helmet with. This is the MOTORADDS mount. I love this chin mount. I love this chin mount. It is sleek. It is so easily hidden, especially for my white helmet. It comes in white. Hello. Installation was a breeze. You can use it immediately after installing it. I've never once ever been afraid of it falling off while I ride. It's so lightweight, and the customer service at MOTORADDS, they are amazing. My very first time I actually installed this, I installed it incorrectly, and I reached out to their customer service team and they sent me a brand new one and gave me a bunch of amazing tips and advice on how to install it, and they've got a customer for life. So basically it mounts using this adhesive and it just slimly fits the shape. You mold it to the shape of your helmet, fits on with really strong adhesive, and this thing doesn't go anywhere. And then if I don't want to motovlog and I just want to ride, I take my camera off and just keep it like this, and it is sleek enough that I don't have to worry about this giant ugly mount sitting on my helmet. If you watch some of my past videos with different motovlog setups, I used to have a giant mount that had this arm that swung around the front of my helmet, and it was attached here on the side, and it was hideous and it just didn't look good. It made my helmet look bulky and not cool. So I absolutely love this MOTORADDS chin mount. I do have a coupon code for you guys. If you want to get one, try it out yourself. Use code IT'sMissy on the MOTORADDS website to get 10% off your order. Link will be in the description. If any of you know the Shoei RFSR, this black vent piece goes down really far down the helmet. So I was worried that I wouldn't be able to find a chin mount for the middle of the helmet, and this thing is perfect. Moving on to camera and audio, I have bought hundreds of dollars worth of camera and audio equipment, probably close to at least $1,000 in camera and audio equipment in the last couple of months to make sure that I have the best quality content that I can produce. I've been through the ringer trying out different setups. I finally found one that works perfect for me. So the current camera that I'm using to film my motovlogs is the DJI Osmo Action 4. This camera is phenomenal. I have absolutely zero complaints about this camera. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I did try a different camera, and I literally bought this within 1 month of buying the other camera because this was working so much better, and I kept having so many issues with the other camera, which was a brand new camera. So I bought that camera in July, I bought this camera in August. I've been using it ever since, and I'm super happy with it. Now, I don't use an ND filter or anything. It's just straight out of the box. Very basic setup. I do film in D-Log color so that I can grade the color myself in post. I'm still working on that a little bit, so you may see that my last couple of videos, the color was a tiny bit off, but I'm working on that. But otherwise, it's just out of the box settings. There's nothing fancy or spectacular that I use for this. I kind of let it do its thing. The other camera that I use for my motovlogs is the Insta360 X3. Now, I bought the X3 right when the X4 came out, and at the time I wasn't justifying the price of the X4. Now that I've used this camera for 5+ months, I would highly recommend getting the X4 over the X3. Don't get me wrong, I love this camera and I love that it films 360. The X4 just has a couple of other features that for me make it worth the extra money, but for you, the X3 might work just fine. I have the lens guards on this camera so that if a rock hits it, I can just replace the lens cover and not have to replace the entire lens or camera. This thing records so long. I think I can get almost 2 hours hours of footage filming in 4K 30 frames a second with this camera. I have it mounted on my handlebars of my bike. If you've watched any of my videos, you have seen it just kind of chilling on my handlebars while I ride. Most of my recent videos, I have been utilizing more of the footage from my Insta360, but usually most of the footage I collect on this camera I use for Instagram and other social media because it's a lot easier to edit and scale. But I have been using it in my regular moto vlogs, and it sounds like you guys are really enjoying that content. I do have an affiliate code for you guys. You don't get any additional money off of the Insta360, but you do get a free accessory with most of the items. So I will link the X3 as well as the X4 down below in the description. It is no additional cost to you, but like I said, you get a free accessory with purchase, and then I earn a small commission from that sale. It's a great way to support the channel if you're in the market for another product. By all means, you are not required to purchase anything. You can just like this video and subscribe. It is completely free and means the world to me. I have had some terrible audio experiences during my motovlogging crisis. I have spent hundreds of dollars on just audio equipment for my motovlogging. I've tried 3 or 4 different lavalier mics. I've even tried external recording devices. I have tried so many things, but I have finally found my holy grail, my ride or die, the thing that I will use for the rest of the time. That is the DJI Mic 2. You probably saw that coming. The DJI Mic 2 seamlessly integrates with the DJI Osmo Action 4 for the most amazing experience that I've ever dealt with. I love this little microphone. I bought it as a single unit. You can buy, I think it's like it comes with 2 transmitters and a receiver. You can buy the transmitters by themselves, which is what I did. So I don't have a receiver. I just have this little guy. And I think these are about $99, but they are worth every single penny. It has this recording button right here, so you can record internally onto this device, as well as record audio through your camera, and you get both. So if one corrupts or if one doesn't sound good, you can use the internally stored audio that is on this microphone. I think that's awesome, and I have used that before. I use this in my work settings when I film videos for my work, and it works incredible. It comes with this little dead cat adapter, so you can either have it with or without the little fuzzy guy on the top there. It comes with this little clip, so you can clip it onto your shirt, as well as this really, really strong magnet, so you can also just magnetize it to whatever you need. It does connect via Bluetooth, so there is 0 wires. You literally just need the microphone and the Osmo Action 4, and they will pair up, and it's amazing, and you never have to worry if your audio is syncing because they love each other. One thing that I've added to my microphone that I highly recommend is this really strong hook and loop. I don't actually know if it's Velcro brand. I'll link it down below in the description. I think Chase on 2 Wheels was the one that recommended this Velcro, but it has been amazing. And if you have seen his videos about the DJI Mic 2, he has an amazing setup video. That's what I followed for myself. But basically this just Velcros to the front of my helmet, very close to my CARDO microphone. So I have a piece of Velcro on the inside of my helmet. This sits right inside, and then I can record directly onto this device and or record it through the DJI Osmo Action 4. You can change the microphone settings through the camera itself. So I record at -10 decibels. That has been the perfect setup for my voice, my frequency, how I talk, and not get so much road noise or wind noise or motorcycle engine noise. Now, to be completely honest with you guys, you can have the most amazing motovlog setup in the world, but it really comes down to how you edit your videos in post. I had the most amazing human being reach out to me via Instagram, who is a sound engineer who's been working with sound for decades, reach out to me. He heard that I was having audio issues with my motovlogs, and he took the time to basically help me get all of my audio settings dialed in, and it all happens in post. There are a couple things that I changed on my helmet itself to accommodate better audio, but overall, the crispness and clearness that you guys have been hearing the last couple of videos have been done while editing. So one of the changes that Nick told me to do was keep all my vents open. I used to think that to get the best motovlogging setup, you had to have all your vents closed. Even some people have taped their vents closed so that you don't have extra airflow coming in your helmet, and Nick said that it's not really necessary. So I opened up all of my vents. I have a bottom vent and then 2 top vents. Opened up all those vents, and other than that, the only other setting that I made different was that I started recording in -10 decibels instead of 0 decibels. So I'm not gonna go into the entirety of how I edit my videos. I can do that in a completely separate video, but to give you guys an idea, I have an audio preset that Nick had made me. So I basically use that preset for all of my videos, and it has different presets depending on what type of content I'm creating, whether that's on the bike, off the bike, yada yada, so on and so forth. I did have to purchase an additional extension to use while editing so that I can utilize the crisp clearness that I get. So there was additional software that I had to purchase to get my audio to sound the way it does, but has been worth every single penny so far, and I don't regret it in the least bit. I also wanted to start a series possibly of learning how to ride. I have had a couple of people actually ask me about that. So if that's something you would be interested in, leave a comment down below and let me know. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of videos on YouTube about learning how to ride a motorcycle, but I can put my own little spin on things and do a short girl how to ride a motorcycle. I can do it as in-depth as you need, or I can kind of cut through the basics and talk about things that they don't really teach you. Just let me know what kind of content you guys would want to be interested in if you want kind of a beginner series, and I can go from there. But that's basically my entire motovlogging setup. So to recap, I have a Shoei RFSR with a CARDO, and I use the DJI Osmo Action 4, DJI Mic 2, and Insta360 X3 for my motovlogging setup. Most of the amazingness from the audio actually comes from the editing, and there is additional software that I had to purchase to get my audio the way that it currently is. But I have zero regrets. I think my videos have come such a long way from months ago, not only in my writing skills, but also the quality of my content in the audio and visual aspect. I'm done blabbering. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a huge thumbs up. It helps support my channel and it pushes the algorithm to send my video out to more people. So if you did like it, please just take a couple seconds and like this video. Also leave a comment down below. Let me know if you learned anything from this video or if there's anything you want me to elaborate on in the comments. I'd be happy to do that. Consider subscribing to my channel if you want to see motovlog content. I do post every single week. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'll go ahead and see you in my next video. Bye-bye!